Every time you have any kind of problem, the first thing you have to look for is what number they're giving you and what unit they're giving you, okay? So I can be giving you moles, I can give you grams, I can give you atoms, I can give you molecules. I don't care if they're giving you cupcakes. Whatever it is that they're giving you, that given is always going to be over here on the top, okay? We see that? So what are they giving you on number 1?
53.7 grams.
Yep. And is it just 53.7 grams?
Sulfur.
Yep. So you're going to have 3 things. You're going to have the number, you're going to have the unit, and you're going to have the chemical. Okay? Now, whatever unit and chemical is here, that's going to go where?
Down.
On the bottom of the other side. So you're going to have your grams and you're going to have your sulfur. Okay? Now, every time you have grams, that means they're getting those grams from where? Where are they getting the molar mass? From the periodic table. So what's my mass for sulfur? We see how that's coming from the square? Yes? You have 32 grams for the sulfur. Now, every time I have molar mass, what am I looking for over here? What am I actually looking for? What does the question say?
How many moles?
How many moles? So that mole is going to be up here. And so if I have my molar mass, how many moles am I going to have
1.
of sulfur? 1. Okay? That allows me to cancel out the grams of sulfur. Now, after it's set up, now can I multiply and divide?
Yes.
Yes. So 53.7 times 1.
53.7.
Very good. And then you're going to divide by 32. How much is that? 1.67. Very good. Now, someone asked me a question earlier today. If I have 1.67, can I have that as 1.7? Yes. Now, can I have it as 2? No. Because then you're rounding off too much.
Yeah.
Okay? Remember that in chemistry, let's say you get a spoonful of salt. Haven't you ever like touched salt just like between your fingers like that?
It's hard.
They're like a little crystal, right?
Yeah.
In analytical chemistry, if you lose one crystal, that already ruins your whole product. You have to start the lab all over again. That's when you're specific and you have to have all your numbers like that. 0.15.99997. You have to have every single digit, okay? But in inorganic chemistry, we can round off to 1 decimal. So you can always have one number after the decimal. But you can't have just the 2, okay? Unless you have something like 3.9 or something like that, okay? Now, am I finished?
No.
What's missing?
The units.
The unit and my chemical, right? So what's going to be my unit? Yep, because that's what we canceled off the grams. And moles of what? Of sulfur. Very good. You have to have this whole thing.
Miss, how do you, what does that say? M dash?
MOL.
MOL.
That's
Right there. MOL. You can't just write M because M, the big M is molarity, that's your concentration, and little m is molality. So you have to have the MOL for the moles. Okay?
That's a 5, right?
That's a 1.7 mole of S, of sulfur. Okay? That's a sulfur right there. Okay, where are we confused so far? Where are we off?
So we don't do nothing in the bottom left? That little square? We
Nope.
don't do
Very good question. Right here, this is your starting point. So you're going to pretend there's like a 1 over there. There's nothing there. You don't have to write anything there. Okay, because your given is over here on the top, always. Now, I noticed that yesterday. Some of you started off with a back part, and then we went backwards. Okay, you can't really do that unless you saw the answer first, and then you're going backwards to kind of figure it out. You have to start with what's given always. Okay, because right now this is a one-step problem. Later on, you're going to do a problem within a problem within a problem. You're going to put all of these conversions together, and that's going to be one problem. That's why you have to do the units. You see that? Okay? All right, so now look at number 2. What's given on number 2? Let me erase all this. Yep. How many grams are given? 1 gram, and we're 1.0. And of what?
Calcium.
Mm-hmm. So that's going to be your CA. Very good. So now that I have my given there, how do I know what to do? Get off the phone. The 1 mole is going to go where?
On the right side.
On the right side,
Mhm.
top right.
So you're going to have the top right, very good guys, of calcium, right? What goes on the bottom?
Calcium.
Mm-hmm. And that's coming right from this unit. Whatever this unit is, I don't care what that unit is. Whatever it is, it always goes down here. So you have grams of calcium. And where do I find those grams per mole? Yes.
Always the period.
So it's 40. Mm-hmm.
But I don't have one.
Now use the book. On the back cover, under the basket. Chris, stop playing around. Get the book under the basket. Okay, because there's a periodic table right there. Okay. Now, what's your next step?
Divide.
You gotta divide.
You're going to multiply and divide. Okay, now, someone yesterday told me, ma'am, but I always do the big number divided by the small number. Can you do that here? No. It has to be the 1 times 1. It doesn't matter where you have a big number or anything like that. What the placement is what's more important. So whatever is on top multiplies first, and then you can divide. So 1 times 1,
1.
and then 1 divided by 40?
1.
40.
40.
No.
0.0.
1 divided by 40?
What?
Okay, what was that? 0.025. Chris?
Miss, if it's 40 divided by 1.
No. 1 divided by 40. You have to do the top number first. Yeah, you have to do the top number first.
That's correct. Yeah.
Divide by the 40. Okay? Guys. So now, what am I missing?
The unit.
The unit, and so what's my unit?
Moles calcium.
And then calcium. Very good. Okay. All right, where are we off? Where do we need help? For grams? Okay. So in other words, where you're looking for grams?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this one over here.
Do the H2O.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's my given?
H2O. 2.0.
2.0
Oh,
of what? Remember you have 3 things. You have moles of H2O. Okay? That H2O is important. Can I do this problem without the chemical?
Hell no.
No. You need it.
If you lose one, the whole thing messes up.
Right, because you have to have the molar mass of the chemical. Without the chemical, you won't know what the molar mass is, right? Okay? All right, so what's my next step here? How am I going to cancel this out?
you gotta put it on the bottom.
Yep, very good. So the mole goes on the bottom of H2O. Now, how do I get my mole?
You gotta, it's 1.
It's 1 because 1 mole is going to give you that molar mass, right? So what's going to go on top? This cancels out. The grams, very good. And that's your mass. And so what is my mass? Hydrogen weighs how much? 1
Times 2 is 2.
times 2 is 2.
And oxygen weighs
Oxygen
16.
is 16. So now
Yeah,
16 plus 2?
18.
Very good. Okay, so now you have 18 on top.
And I gotta multiply 2.
And now you're just going to plug in. So 2 times 18 equals, divide by 1.
Hold on. It's like 46.
36.
36. Mm-hmm. It's going to be 36. That's right. Okay, so now, is it just 36
Oh,
No.
36 grams H2O.
of grams of H2O?
And when
You
put
see how
grams
it's the same thing?
H2O,
You're
do you put
following
like
the
a-
unit. Huh?
When you put like grams H2O, do you put like a slash after the G?
No.
Or like you just write it like all together?
The grams of the
way it looks
H2O?
up there.
No, let him ask his question.
Like,
Like, are you
So-
talking about a slash like right here?
yeah, I'm saying
Yeah, like the grams per mole?
like grams is different than the H2O after. You have to
Right.
put a dash or you just put it together?
No, it's all together.
Okay.
Okay, because here, the moles you canceled out, you see here on the screen?
Yeah.
How you canceled that out? That takes away the mole. All that's left is the gram, so you don't have anything else. If we had 2 units, then you'd have the slash and you'd have like the mole or something like that. But here we don't have the 2 units, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so all you need is the grams.
Okay.
Okay? That's a good question.
Very good question.
Okay? All right, and then that's my answer. Any other question?
No.
Okay.
In the number 4, when it says carbon dioxide,
Mm-hmm.
that's CO2.
It's giving it to you, very good. It's giving it to you in words. So remember, if it doesn't give you prefixes, you have to do what? Crisscross the charges. But here it's giving you my prefix. So what is my chemical compound for carbon dioxide? Mm-hmm. CO2 is carbon dioxide. Okay, that goes back to the naming chapter. Okay, that's good. All right, what else? We sure?
Yo.
Okay. All right, you're going to do the rest. It's due today. All right? Make sure that you put that page 41. You either glue it, staple it, or something, okay?